Controversial subject? Yes, but let's hit it. Today we are going to talk about working out fasted. Should you do it or should you not do it? Well, there is now enough research out there to back it up. If you are a man, go for it. If you are a woman, not a great idea to train fasted. Let's talk about why. But who am I to tell you whether or not you should be training fasted? Well, my degree is in exercise physiology, and I'm currently in a master's program in health sciences and nutrition. And when I tell you this is a hot topic in school, it is a hot topic. And I love this topic because in the past, all the research was done on men when it came to training in a fasted state. And now, finally, decades later, there is lots of new research on women and training in a fasted state. Welcome to Boom 50 Fitness. My name's Regan, and this is your channel for all things health and fitness in your 50s and beyond. Now listen, I know this can be a controversial subject, so if this is working for you, don't come after me. I'm just going to give you the science-backed research behind why women should not train in a fasted state. But if you have been doing this and you've been doing it for a long time and you are as fit as you can possibly be, and there's absolutely nothing about your body composition that you would want to change, keep doing what you're doing. But most people out there do have some changes that they would love to see, whether it is their body composition with weight loss and fat loss, or they're training for a certain event, or they just want to get stronger, but they're not reaching their target goals in the gym. There could be many, many different reasons for why you want to make some simple changes or why something's not working for you. So if you're doing all the things to be as healthy and fit as you can be, and you're training in a fasted state, you might want to make a change. And I am talking to the women out there, specifically the midlife ladies. I don't know if any of you have heard of Dr. Stacy Sims, but if you haven't, check her out because she has taken the deepest dive into women's health when it comes to fitness and nutrition. And what's really cool is when she was getting her PhD, she signed up to be part of a research study, and they didn't accept her because she was a woman. And they said, oh no, we only do the studies on men. And a light bulb went off in her brain, and she thought, well, wait a minute, we need to change that, because she always says that women are not just small men. Biologically and physiologically, we are very, very different. I know a lot of you out there are watching this video and thinking, oh no, I have been training in a fasted state for years now because people told me that I should do that. But don't worry, that doesn't negate all your hard work. I'm just here to tell you that there's probably a better way. There is a better way. Now, I can't say all this research and all the newest research was my deciding factor on why I stopped training fasted, but I can say what really influenced me to make a change was I got to a point where I was just not feeling strong when I was in the gym. And when it came to progressive overload, you know, I monitor the weights that I use, and I wasn't able to increase my weights anymore. So I thought if I had a little bit more fuel in my body, that would help. And then with all this research that I've heard from Dr. Stacy Sims and some other exercise physiologists out there, and also in school, I knew it was the best decision I could make. So before we get into the research, the main reason women should not train in a fasted state is because it can lead to hormonal imbalances, reduced performance, and even muscle loss. And this can be extremely problematic for women, especially midlife ladies, when it comes to their metabolism. The other thing that can be a major concern is the increased risk of bone stress fractures. Now, I mentioned hormonal imbalances, and the main hormone that can be affected is cortisol, also known as the stress hormone. And if you're working out in a fasted state, then you're probably doing a morning workout. And it's in the morning when our cortisol levels are already spiked. So spiking your cortisol even more can impair muscle recovery and also, like I mentioned, really mess with your metabolism. And like I said, what I really noticed was a reduction in my performance. And this happens because without glucose, the body will really struggle to maintain energy levels. And this can easily lead to burnout and injury risk. So from a biological standpoint, why is it that when men train in a fasted state, they can get leaner and stronger, and women put on weight and store calories? So there is a huge difference from a physiological standpoint when it comes to women training fasted or unfasted. So I don't know how scientific you guys want me to get out there, but let's keep this video kind of basic. And if you want me to expand on this more in another video, I can certainly do that. But when we look at women training in a fasted state, especially in the morning when cortisol levels are high, and they try to do heavy lifting or intense cardio, they are not going to be able to hit those intensities without overstressing the body. So even though you think you're getting a great early morning workout, you may be able to work harder. And you'll be in a catabolic state. What's a catabolic state? A catabolic state refers to the metabolic condition where the body breaks down complex molecules like muscle tissue and fat stores into smaller components to generate energy. Essentially, this means it's actively breaking down tissue to fuel your body. And this is what happens when not enough calories have been consumed to meet your energy needs. This state is completely different than an anabolic state, which is where we want to be, where the body's building tissue. So basically, when the body's in a catabolic state, the brain is saying, oh, there are not enough calories here. We need to start conserving. And for men, it's just not the same because of a lower calorie intake threshold. But how much food should you be taking in before your workouts? Well, you really don't need a lot. You don't need to think about it as having to wake up early and make your full breakfast. And you could do that. In fact, it's not even a bad idea to wake up, make a full breakfast, eat half of it before your workout and half after the workout. But if you're going to do a strength training session, the best rule of thumb is to get 15 grams of protein before that session, because that's enough to get amino acids circulating and to signal to the hypothalamus that nutrition is coming in. And post-training, ideally within 30 minutes after that workout, you want to get another 15 grams of protein minimum. Now, if it's just cardiovascular training that you're doing, it's suggested that you get at least 30 grams of carbohydrates along with that 15 grams of protein. So maybe that sounds like a lot to you, but it really is not a lot. It's only about 200 calories. So training in a fed state does not mean you need a full meal. You just need a little bit of nutrition coming in. And just that little change will help keep your metabolism elevated and better signaling for adaptations. So this way you'll get a better adaptive response when it comes to your training. Now, one of the reasons you may enjoy training in a fasted state is because you are on a weight loss journey, but the research is out there. Even if you are trying to lose weight, women should not work out in a fasted state. So if you are trying to lose weight, specifically fat, the two main things you really want to focus on are getting enough protein and strength training. And when I say getting enough protein, whether maybe you're at the weight you want to be at and you want to stay there and keep building muscle, or at least maintain the muscle that you have, or you're trying to lose fat, You want to be shooting for 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. And believe it or not, if you are on a weight loss journey and all you do is eat more protein and you don't even exercise, you will still recomposition your body. But I'm not telling you to do that. I am telling you to eat the protein and get the exercise in. So if you are on a calorie restricted diet, or you're just trying to cut back a little bit on calories to lose weight, that's okay, but just don't have it with your morning meal. You can start to reduce the calories at lunch and at dinner time. All right, I think I kept that simple enough for everybody, but let me know in the comments below if you want me to go into greater detail. There's so much great science-backed research out there that really supports that women should not train in a fasted state. So let me know in the comments below, have you been training in a fasted state? Was this video enough for you to maybe try eating that 15 grams of protein and 30 grams of carbohydrates before a cardio and strength training workout? Let me know. I want to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching. My name's Regan. This is Boom 50 Fitness, your new BFF. I will see you next Wednesday. Bye.